Folks, we are so back. Welcome to The Crew 2. Right now, if you don't know what's going on, there's been a crazy announcement that The Crew 2 is going offline. But it is not in the way you think. The game is going to be playable offline, which is an incredible achievement on all sides. We have been talking about this for so long. The thought was that this game and the Crew Motorfest would eventually shut down, cease to exist, just like the Crew 1 has done, which is rather unfortunate. We'll talk more about that a little later. But the focus of today is that the whole United States racing game, one of them, is going to survive. And you can get this right now across platforms for as little as $1. That's 80p. That's 6 million euro if you're Sony and, you know, you got the PS5 Pro and you can't count. The whole of the damn USA. We are so back. Oh my God, I'm excited. Now, there's so much to talk about in this video, but ultimately this game will forever be here. We will have this game forever. The full USA map, they have confirmed it during an event. We already spoke about this for the Crew Motorfest specifically. Now, they haven't explained exactly what capacity the offline mode is going to be playable. We don't know if it's going to be all the events, if it's just going to be the free roam. The basics haven't been laid down, but the fact of the matter is they're getting the game prepared so that we can play it offline. And that's pretty, well, exciting, but also pretty much confirms that the future of the series is going to have an offline mode from go. They wouldn't build this if they're not going to do it for the future iterations of the game. It just doesn't make sense as to why they did it in the first place. Oh, I'm just so excited. I know. I still myself would have preferred the Crew 1 be saved, but we know there's currently a third-party project ongoing of them rebuilding the Crew 1 servers so that we can run them and we can play with our friends, or we can play offline once the official, well, now that the official servers have gone offline. But this means that they won't have to do this project for this game. It's done. Even though the Crew 1 is by far my favorite in the series, this still has a special place in my heart for a couple of reasons, actually. I wasn't expecting him to start jabbering. They went full experimental with this game and have added so much just different stuff. The MAD update, which was 6 months ago. It's the last time I played was the MAD 2 update. My God, they just fully threw everything at it. And quite honestly, it made me so glad that they did. I really hope they start to do this with Motorfest a little bit later down the line. Just add everything you could possibly think of. To be fair, they are doing a whole new island, so, you know, a lot of experimentation to have. Anyway, the Crew 2 and the Crew Motorfest are on sale on Steam, and actually, as I say, $1. Well, this is actually flying up the charts. The Crew 2 is now, as of recording this video, number 8 of all time of the most popular racing games on Steam, which is pretty nutty. And it kind of makes me wonder what it's like on consoles as well, because we can't see those stats. It's got an all-time peak of 55,000 concurrent players right now, which is mental. Right above it is Forza Horizon 4 with 75. Now, that's another story for another day, which we will absolutely get into. But I reckon at this price, they could easily fly to number 1. And I think I kind of want to give them the push. They deserve it. After this announcement, the team, the passion, you know for a fact that Ivory Tower wanted to do this, but of course they got the go-ahead from Ubisoft to actually get this done to protect themselves, because they were facing a couple of issues potentially bubbling that their games being shut down offline. Well, number one might cause people to try and create it themselves and maybe monetize it. We don't know if that's actually going to happen, but if you don't do it, someone else could do it. You could charge us for this game for a really, really long time. Keep renewing those contracts by having crazy sales like this and increasing the amount of people that buy the game. But to me, what this kind of feels like at $1 is that maybe they're getting ready to say goodbye to the Crew 2. I don't know. This is just absolutely some of the best news. I just feel like we've won, you know? We did it. We did it as a group, as a collective, as a community of people that just not even only the Crew, just a passion for games. We achieved what kind of seemed impossible when Ubisoft was talking about, oh, well, to be fair, it was like one exec and he was like, oh yeah, people should get used to not owning their games. Suck my ass. That's right. I own the Crew 2 and the Crew Motorfest. I could go through my 320 cars and drive them whenever I want for the rest of my life, and there's nothing you could do to stop me. That's right, sucker. Now, as someone that actually owns the Crew 2 in multiple platforms already, this is kind of maybe consider, how about I buy it again on Steam? How about I buy it again on Xbox just to cover my bases? It's $1 freaking dollar. Like, this is ridiculous. What can you buy for $1 these days? So if you're new to the Crew 2, once you begin playing the game, which is this section, the street racing, off-road, freestyle, pro racing, live extreme, these are the main elements of the game. And again, even if you are new to the series and you need a bit of a refresher as to what you've missed, because maybe you switched to PC and now the game's $1, you're like, oh hell yeah, I'm keep playing the damn game. You have got Motorflix, which is awesome. Now, I played some of these on PC, on the Ubisoft launcher, and I played some of these early access, so please ignore my lack of progress on some of these. You can see the ones where I didn't really get much early access. But all of these are playable kind of scenario stories that they built into the Crew 2. There's actually this, which was a lead into the Crew Motorfest to discover one of the rare cars that, and again, all your cars then import into the Crew Motorfest, which is so awesome. You've got the chase, the agency, the hunt, the game. Oh my god. The chase, you'll recognize it straight away. The new chase squad situation. Yeah, we done that before. Let's get to it. Oh, we're on the strip. This is the strip south. One of my favorite damn events. Oh, and the music too. You just go around bashing these boys up. I really hope that we can do like livery changes in the Crew Motorfest iteration of this. Oh my god, I'm everywhere. You talking about that Kaizen situation with Need for Speed? Where they built small and built bigger over time. This is basically, in my opinion, what they were looking at. Demolition Derby cars were used to be taken down because they had a health system in the game. And well, they made full use of it here. Hey, that's a takedown. What the? It was such good fun. The Crew 2, as much as people give it a hard time, because obviously tonally, it kind of story-wise was really backwards from from the legendary, the almighty, the Crew 1. Again, that just lives in our hearts in a different, special kind of way. We were all down in the hope that Need for Speed was going to do a big return. And it did, quite soon after, actually. But the fact that Crew Motorfest is now going to remain is, well, the remain of Donut Media, the remain of Hoonigan, things like that in these games, like, they now just get to live on forever, which is so freaking good. Because I was thinking about Need for 2015 and how Ken Block's in that game. And I don't know how long that game has left. Like, EA does a pretty good job at keeping the games online, but that is an always online game. But nonetheless, my friends, this should probably make Test Drive worry. The fact that this is now working offline and they're undercutting them and they're increasing the amount of content constantly in these games still, even though the price of Motorfest is like £17. It just feels like competition is heating up. Maybe, though, in the older games rather than the newer ones. And that's kind of cool. I've never seen that happen before. But we don't need a new racing game every single year. It's just not how it is. These games get tremendous updates. And quite honestly, this one has so much that I didn't even keep on top of it myself. Can I do this? I don't know. I'm struggling. I gotta get back on it. Like a carp on it. I'm losing it. I'm losing the mojo a little bit. It's been way too long. Oh my god, I'm gonna fail so bad. Come on. No! I got 10 seconds left. They're pulling away from me. Come back. No. He's bugging it. He's one off. He's one off. Ah. Terrible. Now, it is kind of weird that we are having to fight this fight again. I feel like the always online fight was lost so many times. The first big time was when Microsoft and the whole Xbox One happened. Mate, the pushback was crazy to the point that the Xbox almost died that day. The brand was almost non-existent. We need you to come back fighting Microsoft. You still kind of haven't. And Sony's getting a bit crazy, charging £700 for a PlayStation. But then games started to follow suit in like 2014, 2015. Do you remember SimCity 2013? I think that was. I loved that game, but my god. I think after that point, for about 10 years, we've gone, no. Maybe that was a stupid idea. Why are we going back to that? I can't comprehend to any capacity. Forza's gone back to it. Need for Speed hasn't gone back to it. The Crew, hell, Test Drive Unlimited at launch, coming out swinging with Always Online, and still a week after launch plus having problems. Mental. But it shows that we do have a voice, and quite honestly, that is maybe a mistake on Ubisoft's side, but you know, it's one that is clearly filled with passion. That's the main gist of it. It's not this like, oh, I don't like minorities being in my game. In case you haven't realized, I quite do. I just can't wait to see how it turns out, what they end up doing, what ends up working. Gran Turismo, for example, we know it's always online, but I have no worry in my mind now because the GT Sport, the game that had always online, because of the fact of competitive, avoiding cheating, in that game, they added an offline patch. We're winning. We are so winning. And that's so freaking sick. You can pick up my copies of the Crew 2 just became valuable, baby. I've got 4 of them, I think. Let me see. No, I changed my mind. I've got 2 of them of the Crew 2. Look at that. Are there 2 versions of the Crew 2? Yes. There was gold and the You see, I love these games. I love these games way too much. So there we go. The whole of the USA remains in the palm of our hands. Okay, not quite. Thank you so much for joining us. Let me know down in the comments, are you excited about this news? Does this change everything for you? And of course, have you picked up the Crew 2? Are you new to the Crew 2 because it's $1? If so, I have a lot of videos for you. How about you start here? It's probably a good one.